Destiny is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. Destiny is not to be waited for. Destiny is to be achieved, because life is about discovering purpose. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me distinct pleasure when my friends and I chat over our hot Kenyan sandwich at University of Nairobi's snack joint, famously known as Klabu. I most especially delight in the sweet aroma of natural spices that permeate the air every time I prepare spatitos for my family. Spatitos is a newly invented dish by one of my friends that consists of spaghetti, eggs, tomatoes, and a little milk. I find joy in how meals bring out the life in us. I find joy in how meals bring us together as friends and as family. Maybe it's because of how these different ingredients integrate, despite of how dissimilar they look, eventually transforming into one scrumptious meal. But is the situation similar for every citizen out there? Is the situation similar for all families out there? Is the situation conducive for all Kenyans all the time to access safe, sufficient, and nutritious food that meets dietary needs for an active and healthy life? Sadly, it's not. 10 million Kenyans are food insecure, with majority of them relying on relief food. This is daunting because by the year 2050, the population will have doubled. And this will necessitate 60% more food production to feed this population. To ensure economies that can sustain such a rapidly growing population, most nations subscribe to a Sustainable Development Plan, commonly branded as Sustainable Development Goals by the United Nations. The long-term development blueprint for Kenya is Vision 2030. Vision 2030 is anchored on making Kenya globally competitive and prosperous, and at its core features agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, storytelling is history's oldest system of sharing knowledge. Agriculture is my story. Agriculture is a tale that has taken my life on a roller coaster. I grew up in Lari, a rural setup on the western end of Kiambu County. Approximately 80% of rural setups globally depend on agriculture as their main source of livelihood. Lari is of no exception. Agriculture has fed me. Agriculture has clothed me. Agriculture has sheltered me. Agriculture has set my heart on fire by establishing a touch of impact on my heart. My aspiration is embedded on the urge to positively shape history, and my aspiration is embedded on the urge to positively shape history in pursuit of what sets my heart on fire. And things that excite you are not random, they are actually connected to your purpose. And as a teenager, I embarked on a journey of discovery. I decided to take the driver's seat as a motorist on a highway called Agriculture, amidst a traffic of motorists called farmers, whose average age is registered at 60 years. I decided to set the ball rolling on the backbone of Kenya's economy. As the mainstay of Kenya's economy, agriculture contributes 24% to the gross domestic product directly. Indirectly, it contributes 27% to the gross domestic product through manufacturing, distribution, and other service-related linkages. 45% of government's revenue is derived from agriculture, and 75% of industrial raw materials and 50% of export earnings are equally produced by agriculture. Despite having agriculture as a mainstay of Kenya's economy, Kenya is still a net importer of food. Reasons attributed to these revolve around distorted climatic patterns, soil infestation by prevalent pests and diseases, and underutilization of ICT. And why wait for a revolution when we need to fix things in the backbone of Kenya's economy? John F. Kennedy tells us that ask not what your country can do for you, but surely do ask what you can do for your country. This formed the basis of my inspiration, and I established the Eden Horticultural Hub. The Eden Horticultural Hub is an agricultural initiative that is using automated hydroponic technology to help scale Kenya's food production. The hydroponic technology involves growing food in soilless media and under a controlled environment in form of a greenhouse. The automated technology entails an auto-irrigation system, an auto-thermal regulation system, and an auto-data collection system, where we are focusing on the power of harnessing data and using it to make agriculture more productive. Kenya's food security has raised a series of heated debates, and at the core of such discussions features the issue of youth involvement in entrepreneurial agriculture. And at the average age of the Kenyan farmer is about 60 years, and this translates to low usage or underutilization of ICT because of their low capacity to use it. So 65% of the population is under the age of 35 years. And one problem that is a pain on the neck to this age bracket is a high unemployment rate. But only 11% of the youth consider farming as a career choice. So, the greatest addiction that youthful population is having is greater than that of drug and substance abuse. It is an addiction that is ailing the Kenyan economy and has led our youthful population to captivity and dependence. It is an addiction to a salary. And the agriculture is offering the youth a space while making investments. And the youth, entrepreneurial agriculture and technology form an ecosystem that can transform the agricultural landscape into a land of milk and honey that citizens in the world so desperately need to feed the growing population. This ecosystem is well built and resilient because it has the right blend of brilliance, the right blend of knowledge and exposure to technology, and has the potential to positively disrupt and break barriers that bring food production to a halt. We need to create a culture of sustainability for this ecosystem by championing for agriculture as a decent and dignified career for the youth. Currently, the world is undergoing the fourth industrial revolution, where we are shifting the bullseye from white-collar jobs to technical jobs. And agriculture is a key driver to this. For Vision 2030, Kenya anticipates about 10% economic growth annually. And agriculture is a proven pathway to prosperity, with most regions having developed a diverse modern economy by first establishing a successful foundation in agriculture. Besides protecting the planet, besides calling an end to poverty, there is need for us to ensure that peace and prosperity is availed to all. And peace is possible only if we achieve human basic needs first. And for a while, we need to give a halt and give a thought for food to inspire sober reflection for our future generations, because they need to enjoy a life of productivity, because there is no such fulfillment as a legacy of honor, a life of productivity. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jefferson. This is a little bit from I Speak to You. Thank you.